the carved ice. It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look?
You know what I mean.
Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird. Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right? If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh, wow, she's cool.
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district. Only just got here? Ah! I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them? What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat. The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface. It's an ore, a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow. Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld. You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big connected disks. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time. I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything. Isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
No sweat. This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting. Great. Then let me give you a demonstration first. Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right? I can't believe how close it is to the city center.
They hadn't identified it. I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back! This is your final warning!
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any...
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there. It sure is. But at least we're here. Once we seal the Stellaron, they can get back to the good life.
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of my way! Let me pass!
I just want to put my head on a pillow and drift off.
Yeah, that's because you've got too much energy.
Wow, what a beautiful lobby! It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight. Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers!
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Stop I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles. But check it out. Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful hotel, and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
That's not what I was going to say.
All right, spit it out then.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade. Something up with her. She seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady. Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary. Well, there's no way he'd get past Donhung's sharp eyes.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word. Let's get some rest. We need to save our energy for the discussions tomorrow. Is there anything left to do? We're meeting the Guardian tomorrow. There won't be any time for sightseeing.
It was a long day today. All I need is a hot shower and a good night's sleep. You too.
Let's get to bed early and save our energy. I sense the next few days could be tiring.
Well, I'm off to my room then. Express lights off!
Who are you? What are you?
We are allies. Allies of the Guardians in generations.
What do you want?
To rebuild its size for entire world. To help you achieve your wish.
Let's go and meet them. We won't know until we're down there.
Hey, Commander Branya is waiting for you all down below. Hurry up and go see her. And no
Are we in a lot of trouble? Huh? It's you. You were there at the fort.
I am Branya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord in the Highest, and under order of Supreme Guardian Cocolia Rand, I hereby arrest the suspected infiltrators under the charge of plotting to incite rebellion. As agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith temporarily strip you of your freedom of action and speech. When you are tried by the adjudication panel, you will be given the opportunity to defend yourselves against the accusations. Resistance will prove futile. You must come with me.
Wait a minute. This isn't what we agreed. She said we were going to be escorted to discuss an urgent matter.
This is an orchestrated betrayal, obviously.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplices. Again. It seems like it's every third planet this happens.
That's because you always act without thinking. You never have a plan.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And got one. Donung, the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Huh? Really? I just wanted to say something.
Three of a kind.
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
Two pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
Have an ice day!
They charged straight in! Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just eager for death. It would seem that Mother's judgment was correct.
Should we report them as missing or deceased?
The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area. I must ascertain their fate with my own eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Eradicate all threats to Belobog security. That is what I must do.
Ha! See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom! Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes. Well, you can get good at getting lucky.
We caught them by surprise. Nothing more. They'll be in pursuit soon enough. Let's follow the path. We need to guarantee our own safety before making any further plans.
So, what happened back there? Why did the Supreme Guardians send people to arrest us. Imagine launching a...
Scared yet? A gift from the stars.
Commencing support.
Oh. It's time.
My turn. Watch this!
The stars will always remember us.
Everything's ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Who's the lucky one today?
We have the upper hand. Inputting commands. Whoa.
You have the worst luck running into...
A gift from the stars.
Ready for another?
My turn. Watch this!
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
A guest with no manners, huh? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
We have the upper hand. Enough. Do you admit this crap?
I don't remember inviting you. Who's the lucky one today? Everything's ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Enemy targets detected.
Oh, it's time.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present. You can't run.
A gift from the stars.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
You have the worst luck. Watch this! Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move! You can't run!
Nowhere missing. For the Mars struck.
Enemy targets, I'll contain them.
Inviting you. Who's the lucky one today?
Commencing support. Inputting commands. Whoa.
You could have surrendered.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Mars struck!
With no manners, huh?
A gift from the stars.
Everything is ordained by the stars.
Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Enemy targets detected. Enough. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
You could have surrendered.
Watch this! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move! Look out!
This, that, and...
Who's the lucky one today?
Inputting commands. Whoa.
Execution!
With me out here, how can we lose?
Not good.
A gift from the stars.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Do you admit this?
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
I told ya I could fight.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck! Enough. It's time.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars! Give these trailblazers your blessing. I don't remember inviting you. A gift from the stars.
Oh! You could have surrendered.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run! Inputting commands. Whoa.
You could have surrendered.
Execution!
The stars will always remember us. Scared yet? Who's the lucky one today? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Silvermane guards here. Careful not to alert them.
They must have entered from another direction to cut us off. We should avoid an open conflict. Let's find another path.
Wait, there are Silvermane guards here.
They must have entered from another. We should avoid an open
It doesn't seem like there's any way to open this gate. Ooh, check this mechanism out. Look familiar?
Yes. We saw one in Serval's workshop. We need to solve it before we run out of time. The guards are right on our heels.
Check out this awesome move! Scared yet? A gift from the stars. Commencing pre-time ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Is that... Execution! With me out here, how can we lose? A guest with no manners. I'll contain them. Scared who's the lucky one today? Oh. The stars will always remember us. Hope you like them. I don't see a switch for the gate. Ah, over there!
There's a monster in the area. We'll need to deal with it first.
What should I observe today? Hey. Huh? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Scared yet? A gift from the stars. Ready for another? have this already? She really caught up with us. Even had time to set up an ambush.
You dare underestimate me? Even though it has suffered fragmentum corrosion, this is still part of Belobog. It was our home. The guards know this place like the back of their hand. Enough cat and mouse. Drop your weapons and come with me.
You're such a nuisance. Just what crime are we supposed to have committed again? It better be worth you following us all the way out here.
My orders are to arrest you. It is for the adjudication panel to present you with the nature and penalty of your alleged crimes.
You saw us yesterday. Do you remember? Madame Cocolia received us as honored guests. How can such a drastic change have occurred in the course of one night?
The Madame Guardian investigated your backgrounds. She summoned me last night to tell me that you had deceived her. Your identities and purpose here are counterfeit. You seek to overthrow the rule of the architects.
What a two-faced hag!
Publicly insulting the Supreme Guardian only elevates the seriousness of your crimes. Throw down your arms and surrender.
We're wasting our words, March. At least one thing is clear. We mustn't be caught.
Well, if there's no escape, then maybe it's time we gave them a taste of Astral Express medicine. Who's the lucky one today? Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
You could have surrendered.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again. A gift from the stars. Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
It's time.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Firestruck!
Lady Bronya.
I'll handle these evildoers myself. Fight with me.
Time to get vigilant. Who's the lucky one today? Commencing support. This, that, and... With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move! You can't run! Stop right there! I don't remember inviting you. A gift from the stars. Enough. My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again.
Formation!
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Enemy targets detected. I'll contain them.
With me out here, how can we lose?
You would make
Try
this
hard
climb?
sometimes. Check out this awesome move. Try that again.
Back off.
No, don't. You can't run.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Firestruck!
Commencing support.
Oh. You
Enemy
have the
data
worst
secure.
luck running into me.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Watch this.
You could have surrendered.
Enemy targets detected. This, that, and...
A gift from the stars.
Stay right there while I give you a present. You're annoying.
Onward! It's time.
Inputting commands. Whoa.
A guest with no manner.
With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
No amnesty for the Mara-struck.
Stop right there.
Oh, what if it hurt?
Try that again.
Commencing support. Enough.
I don't remember inviting you. Who's the lucky one today? Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trail...
Now or never.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Do you admit this crime?
Execution!
Enemy targets detected. Oh. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run.
Back off.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. This girl's pretty strong. Hey, Don Hung! Maybe now's a good time to show off your secret strength?
You first.
You're no fun.
Intruders, give it up. You will be guaranteed a fair trial.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the intensity of the moment.
What is this?
I can't breathe.
I have one thing to say. Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
They will suffer, sacrifice, and die because of my order.
It is not death which frees them. They will be swept into the infancy of a new world.
What about the Underworlders? They will lose the protection of the Architects. They will see me as a tyrant.
You have witnessed the world we have promised. A temporary misunderstanding for an eternity of prosperity.
We will honor your decision.
I understand.
Come on, those toys of yours aren't that dangerous.
Then why hasn't he woken up yet?
Because he's sound asleep. Didn't you hear him sleep talking? Poor child. Sounded like a bad nightmare. Tell me the truth, Sampo. What are you gonna do about the overworld girl?
What am I gonna do about her? Why, wait for the opportunity and send her back, together with the rest of them, of course. Hey, come on, what's with the...
You're a bad liar, Sampo Koski.
What? I didn't mean to bring her along. The smoke was too dense. I was in a daze. Before I knew it, I'd somehow dragged her down here, too.
What are you up to, Sampo? Why do you insist on getting caught up in overworld affairs that have nothing to do with you? If it's a whole lot more attention from Wildfire you want, you're going about it the right way.
Hey now, Sampo Koski's primary concern is taking care of his friends. These guys scratched my back. How could I live with myself if I didn't scratch theirs? And another thing, where does Wildfire get off assuming that these fine folks won't come in useful to them, huh? I mean, you never know.
Which is why you've set them loose in the underground?
Come on, accidents happen. I'll have them rounded up in no time.
That girl... Get her back as soon as possible, then don't let her out of your sight. The underground has been sealed off for over 10 years now. The children won't even remember what overgrounders look like. If a girl in a Silvermane Guard uniform suddenly shows up, what would Wildfire do with her? What would they do with you?
All right, I get it. I'm setting off right now. I'll have to trouble you to look after them while I'm gone, ma'am.
Hey, sleepyhead. Looks like you're awake. How are you feeling? Any aches or pains? I bet you were mumbling something about stellarons and wishes. I couldn't make sense of it. Well, now that you're awake, you should probably try moving your limbs. I'm Natasha, a doctor in the underground. You've already spent a day in my clinic. Yes. It's a place that's been sealed off and neglected by the overgrounders for more than a decade. The underground has none of the splendor of the surface. The people here dig tunnels and mine ore to make a living. Sampo's gone to clear up a mess of his own making, so I'm looking after you in the meantime. Based on your current state, I don't think there's any cause for alarm. You seem perfectly healthy. So if you don't mind, I'll go and take a look at the other patients. They've been up for a while already. The young guy with the dark hair left first. He went with Sampo. Your rowdier friend took off soon after waking up. I imagine she's taking a stroll nearby. As for the girl in the Silvermane Guard uniform, I told Sampo to watch her, but it seems that he left his post and she made a run for it. Sure, but don't push yourself. If you start feeling unwell, come straight back and tell me. And if you run into any trouble, you can try asking for Wildfire. It's a grassroots organization. Think of it as the Silvermane Guards of the Underground, but less stone-hearted. No need to thank me. It's a doctor's duty to heal.
I gotta find March 7th in Dan Hung. But where should I start?
So, you promise that if I win hide and seek, you'll tell Big Sister March all the ins and outs.
Yep, all the ins and outs. What does that mean?
It just means you'll tell me all the details. No hiding anything and no telling fibs.
Hook isn't an overgrounder, you know. Hook never tells fibs.
Yeah, never.
Well, that's settled then. Okay, let's play. Huh? You, when did you get here? This isn't just hide and seek, okay? Let me explain. It's like this. After I woke up, that doctor said Sampo had taken Dan Hung with him. I went around in circles trying to find the blue-haired scoundrel and bumped into these kids. They say they know where he is. But they said I had to join the moles or something if I wanted to find out. And to do that, I had to prove my strength by winning a game of hide and seek. Do you get it? Huh, when did you start being so nice?
Hey, are you done with your secret talk? The most time is precious.
Yeah, precious.
Okay, we're done. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. This is my friend. He also wants to join the moles. Can he play too?
Sure, I guess so. Then, you guys are seeking.
Boss, they don't seem very smart. Why don't we do a practice one first?
You're right, Julian. Okay, let's do a practice one. I'll hide. You two have to find me.
So, you kids think you're better than us, huh? Just you wait and see. It's simple. When you see one of them, you just have to catch them.
You gotta count to 50 before you open your eyes. No cheating.
47, 48, 49, 50. Ready or not, here I come, naughty children.
The moles haven't lost a game for ages. You're doomed.
Something's not right. That guy's been staring at us this whole time. Hide and seek might have to wait. Let's see what he wants. My instincts are telling me something's not right with this guy. But...
That's because I'm tall and old. I'm a grown man.
All right, the jig is up. Your voice gave it away.
But I'm Julian of 1,000 Faces. Why did you have to talk to me? My reputation is ruined. What will the boss think?
No need for the melodrama. That was still a magical performance. Hey, where are you going? Come back, come back. They won't be hiding that far away.
Clocking off, finally.
Doesn't count unless you can answer this question.
What? But we caught you. What's with...
Do I have this already?
Don't run. I got you, Hook.
Not fair! I'm the boss of the moles. How can I lose to a bunch of villains? Do your worst. I'm not afraid.
What are they feeding you kids down here?
I'm sorry, boss. I failed.
Darn! How did you see through Julian's disguise? What villainy is this?
Those with keen eyes see the dust between the stars. I came up with that, by the way. About time I got some credit for it. So, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. You can tell us now, right?
Yes. The boss of the moles is true to her word. Hook saw the blue-haired guy take your dark-haired friend to the fight club.
The fight club? You don't talk about it.
Is this more secret talk?
Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Where is the fight club? Can you show us the way?
But it's an obvious building. Grown-ups are just useless. Come with Hook. I'll take you over.
Thanks, oh great one.
That's pitch dark Hook the Great to you. Who said you could shorten my title?
A club just for fighting. Who knew undergrounders had such brutal hobbies?
In fact, it's awesome!
They let you take part? When did this place last have an inspection?
Loads of kids take part.
Ah, despicable. My criminal activities.
We're here! This is it! Hook's gonna go fight. See you later!
Who's in charge here? How can they just let kids attack each other?
The moles are in charge, that's who. But only the kids. Wildfire's in charge of grown-up business. It's the moles for grown-ups. Ooh, they need one more player there. I gotta go. If you ever want to fight, come find me.